Hi, my name's Amanda. I'm a coach and a trance channel, and welcome to my weekly series called Spirit School. Every single week, I invite forward the spirit guides to teach us something new, and I want to keep it exciting and fun. And I basically ask them to help explore concepts and ideas that I don't have much frame of reference around. And I want to be intrigued and excited, and I just want my curiosity to be sparked. And so every single week they come in and they help us explore a new concept. And they're inviting you into this experience with them as well. If there's something that's been on your mind that you want to learn more about or that you've heard mentioned somewhere, but you want to explore on a deeper level, message me, comment below, private message me on Instagram or on TikTok at Amanda Lauren Blau, or you can even send me a message through my website, amandalaurenblau.com, and ask and get curious with it, and maybe we can turn it into an entire episode together. So, the way this works is I close my eyes, I tune in with them, and I see what they want to share with us today. And the message tends to build on itself slowly. And along the way, I pose questions and they answer them, and we just kind of explore and navigate and see what comes through. So, give me a second, I'll tune in and I'll see where they want to take us today. So, immediately we're on a ship. They're showing me, it kind of looks like an old school pirate ship, and it's just kind of like sailing in the open water, and they're showing how we are hands on the wheel and we're steering and navigating where we're headed. And we have a map, but they're not maps like we have today. So we have to rely on our knowledge about the water and our frame of reference for where we've been before to know where we're headed and where we're going and to help navigate. And so we use like points in the sky or different islands that we pass by, or even the way that the wind is blowing to help determine if we're on the right course or not. And so we're really relying on our own um they're saying imagination, but frame of reference and history of doing this route before, to help us know where we're going. And an intuitive gut knowing, just something in our gut telling us that we're going the right way. And it feels like we're headed in a direction this time that's brand new, that we've never been before. And we're heading somewhere that we're feeling guided to go, and we're just letting the wind take us there and trusting that we're going to end up where we're meant to and where there are opportunities waiting for us. And they're just saying that this is how the pirates navigated the waters, is they just let the wind take them and they trusted in their internal navigation system to lead the way. And they never 100% knew, one, where they were going, or two, what they were going to encounter at their destination and along the way. The open waters were full of many dangers, and they knew that, but they trusted in their own abilities to guide them and to make it through. And that's all they had. That's all they relied on. And they trusted in it. And they felt really secure and safe in that. And they figured if something bad happens, they'll figure out a way out of it. They'll use their cunning to get out of it. They've always done that and they always will do that. And it's the name of the game. And there's they're just kind of showing how there's very little doubt or second guessing or um, coming up with contingencies. There was just the one plan, and we're just gonna make it work and see where it takes us. And there's gonna be opportunities wherever we end up, so let's make the most of it. We're cunning, we are capable, and we wanna we don't want to be tied down with too or bogged down by too many like structured plans or escape plans or different modes of operating. There was just the one plan and the willingness to see it through. And they're saying, where is that missing from within you? Where you're searching for that type of adventure? Where is that? Where is this calling inside of you that's like, oh, I want to experience something like that. I wish my life was more like that. Like everything is so predetermined for me. How can I create that level of excitement in my life? How can I bring in the spirit of the pirates and the spirit of Mother Nature to just kind of lead the way for me? Like, man, what would it be like to just let go of the reins and just let life take me wherever I'm meant to go and just know that it's going to be fun and exciting and an adventure and not have so much fear about what it means and where I'm supposed to go and what the signs are. Um, and they're saying a lot of you have been using your belief systems and spirituality to create these like confined structures with inside of which to operate. And sometimes it feels constraining and confining, and you're not even realizing it because you're under the impression that there's a path, a destination, a purpose. And an answer and a sign and a way of getting there. And they're saying, like, let go of all of that. Just let it all go. Shake it off. There, there isn't any one way. There isn't any one purpose, one thing, one destination. There's just the experience of life itself, the experience of getting to create and to play and to let go and release and have fun. And if that's ultimately what you're feeling is exciting to you, where where are you holding back from allowing that to be what's needed right now? The life of a pirate looks and feels exciting to you because it's mirroring back to you an opposite way of being. And that is what your soul is seeking. That is what's calling to you for a reason. There's opportunity inside of that. There's growth and expansion inside of that, but it requires letting go of the path, the way, the manifestation, and just playing inside of the reality that you create along the way. Yeah, I can feel you trying to say something. They're saying the life of the pirates is just to sail the open ocean and to see where it takes them and to find and to take advantage of the opportunities that present themselves along the way. They don't necessarily go looking for something specific, but they are open to what the waters bring them. And because their heart is open, the opportunities are boundless. And they live inside of that world where anything is an opportunity, anything is a destination, anything is a means to an end. And Where is that what's calling you forward? Where are you very subtly closing your heart off to opportunities because you're dead set on there only being one? And maybe that one isn't even what you really want. But you're under the impression it's what you're supposed to want or supposed to have or supposed to be guided towards, that you are questioning your own sense of play and pleasure and denying yourself those experiences because they're supposed to be like some path that you're supposed to walk that's like filled with um purpose, but it's purpose coming from this place like that very serious um like weighted energy, that there's no play in purpose because purpose is serious stuff. Like I'm here to do some serious business and I have to walk the path that feels heavy and challenging because my path is heavy with purpose. And they're like, what? Like they're like, what do you like, what's going on here? Who says that your path has to be hard and challenging and heavy and burdensome and that your purpose has to feel like you're carrying the weight of the world and you're here to change all of life on in humanity? They're saying that you will do that through the energy of play. That's what you want. That's what's calling to you. That's what's feeling inviting to you. And you aren't seeing that as what's supposed to be, and therefore you're missing out on potential opportunities that are here for you and here to guide you somewhere that feels so much more fun and relaxing and easeful and joyful than what you've been feeling and where you've been heading, which is more of the same, more of what you're already experiencing. Okay, they're showing me this image of this trampoline and these kids just jumping on the trampoline. And they're saying the thrill of jumping on the trampoline is like that butterfly feeling that you get as you're like weightless in the air and you're coming down, and you know that when you touch the trampoline, you're going to be rebounded up into the air again. And it's this incredible, exciting feeling of being lifted up and carried up and weightless. And even as adults, there's something about jumping on a trampoline that just feels fun and you just giggle. It invites this playful, fun, exciting energy and this like butterfly feeling that 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 we all love. And they're asking like if that's something that's enjoyable for you, why don't you let yourself do it more often? If j- j- if that sort of activity allows you to feel joyful and the idea of your purpose brings on feelings of like a weighted det like heaviness, why would that be your purpose if what you want is something different? Yeah. If what you're wanting to feel is that level of excitement and joy and laughter and play, but the path that you've been walking that you're perceiving as purposeful doesn't invite that feeling in for you, then maybe that's not the path for you because it's not the path. Am I getting this right? It's the path that you thought you had to walk. because you didn't perceive that fun and laughter and joy and excitement could lead down a path of fulfillment, that there had to be like a heavy weightedness to to the to the purpose that you've been chasing. But if the thing that you're chasing doesn't feel enjoyable, then why are you still chasing it? Oof. Yeah. They just wanted to come forward and present a new perspective today and get you to sit with that and reflect on that and let that kind of percolate for you and allow you to determine if this resonates for you, and if so, what you want to do about that. Where are there opportunities to invite forward play or excitement or uncertainty that feels exciting to that inner child that you didn't think were a part of this journey for you anymore, but that you can invite in if that's what you're wanting. And maybe choosing that life will open opportunities for you that have been closed for you up until now because your heart was closed to them, because they felt too light and that things were supposed to feel heavy. But just as the pirates are just open to opportunity, maybe if your heart is just open to whatever the wind brings you, you might be surprised in what falls into your lap. And if you can trust in your cunning and your gut instincts to make the most of it, then the world is your playground, the world is your oyster, and you're never going to go wrong. How can you go wrong living life like that? With an open heart, open to all opportunities that come to you, knowing that you're going to make the most of all of them, regardless of what it is. And doesn't that feel exciting? And couldn't that feel more purposeful than this heavy, weighted end goal or reality that you've been chasing that just either hasn't materialized or that has been confusing or constricting to you, but that you felt you were missing something inside of and you needed to figure the answer out? Maybe the answer is what? Where your heart is guiding you, which is something different. And that's why it's felt confusing, because it wasn't supposed to be confusing. It's supposed to be joyful. Any final words you like to leave them with? They're just showing a visual of like a pirate. You can say Captain Jack Sparrow kind of swinging from the rope around the ship. Like these pirates play inside of their playground. Their ship is their vehicle that they travel the world in, and it's this playground where they can steer it any way they want. There's no road, there's no lane, there's open ocean. It's just wide open, and they can go any way they want to. And they have all this opportunity to play inside of this vessel that they're traveling in. And whenever and wherever they dock, they get to make the most of that opportunity. And then if it doesn't feel right, they get back on the boat and go somewhere else. And there's just this open, expansive way of trusting where life guides them that they want to offer to you in this moment, that that can be you too, and that can be the way that you go about things. And if there's a little bit of of like trepidation about that because what if you miss your opportunity? Or what if like you choose play, but like this real serious opportunity is here and you miss it because you were too busy having fun? What do you want to say about that? They're asking you what you actually missed. If you're having fun and you're enjoying yourself, what did you miss? Isn't that the point? Isn't that what you're searching for? Is a life where you get to enjoy yourself. And if that opportunity was going to be something serious, but it's going to take away from your fun, then they want to ask you what it is inside of that opportunity that's calling to you. Is it really what you want? Or is there a reality that you foresee being offered to you inside of that opportunity that you can't create for yourself otherwise? And if you turn down that opportunity, but you're operating from this energy of openness, like truly open, perhaps, and is it possible that another opportunity will present itself to you inside of that open, fun, exciting energy? Because that's where you're existing. That's what you're calling in. You're saying, no, I don't want the serious, heavy thing. I want play. I want fun. I want excitement. And I want that kind of expansion. And it's worth noting that that may not be how you've been perceiving things. And now you can start to question that, question if that's possible, if that's doable, and if that's something that you want. And they're just saying like if there's a part of you that's saying that's not realistic though, like I can't achieve my goals if I'm just always turning down opportunities that require some hard work. In response to that, they want you to know what? They're not telling you to turn down opportunities just because there's work or hard work involved. That's not what they're saying. They're saying that there can be hard work and also an enjoyment of it. Or you can what? There are opportunities available to you that require hard work and determination, but that excite you and that don't feel heavy and like weigh you down. And they want you to begin to notice that distinction is that maybe there's a part of you that's been choosing a path that doesn't have any play because you haven't been letting it in. So you don't necessarily have to change paths, but maybe let in elements of play and excitement and fun into your journey and seeing what that changes for you. And if your mind changes about what you want and how you want it and how you want to go about doing it, that's all. They're just inviting in perspective to get you to see things differently. And in doing so, create things differently, create new things and experience new things and be the creator of a reality where you get to live a life of piracy, they're saying, being fun and cunning and trusting of your own abilities, regardless of where life takes you, because you're open. You're open to where life takes you, and you're just here to enjoy the ride. Love it. Any final words? Yeah. Okay. They're just saying we're taking a bow. That's everything. Thank you guys so much for tuning in with me today. I really enjoyed this. I asked them for something light and fun today. And so I really enjoyed this perspective, and I hope you did too. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and subscribe to this channel if you'd like to see more. And I'll see you next week and in the next episode of Spirit School. Have a good one. Bye.